Okay, I wanted to talk briefly about the risks of going into business as well as what kind of personal financial foundation you need to have in place. So, number one, business is risky. 8 out of 10 small businesses fail in the first 5 years. I won't sugarcoat those numbers. There are ways to be successful in business to kind of mitigate that risk by having a system in place, and I'll get into that in probably another posting. But one way you can hedge that risk is by having insurance. And in this case, I'm talking about a figurative insurance, not the kind that you have in place in case your building burns down, you get replacement value of the building. You need that as well. But the kind I'm talking about is a good personal financial foundation. And in Chapter 2 of My Happy Assets, which is available at myhappyassets.com, I talk about a good basic financial plan. And really, it's, if anybody's familiar with the Dave Ramsey plan, it kind of echoes what he's saying. Part of it is having an emergency fund in place, reducing your bad debt, which is really your personal debt, increasing that emergency fund up to 3 to 6 months of your personal expenses, and then start investing for retirement and increasing your wealth. So I would argue that you really need to have that good and solid and in place before you start, because business is so risky. You really need that foundation. The other reason that you need to do that is because it just makes you a good money manager, and you take that with you into business. So if you're not doing that, you'll probably make the same mistakes in business. It'll also force you to do you should be on a budget as part of that plan, and doing a cash budget forces you to get into the mode of preparing financial statements and being able to review them. It'll also put you in the mode of doing a balance sheet for yourself. And if you put together a balance sheet, and it's not a painkiller, a balance sheet is simply your assets and your liabilities. The difference between the two is the equity, or your personal net worth. And you start putting that together over time, you'll be able to see, are you improving or getting worse? Hopefully you're improving and you're seeing your equity build up. Now, this subject, I'm writing on this in the new book, which will be available in August, and that is My Happy Assets Small Business. So be looking for that. Again, My Happy Assets is currently available on myhappyassets.com and lulu.com and Amazon in the Kindle version as well. So, but My Happy Assets Small Business, be looking for that in August. But that's just a little comment on the risk of business and why it's so important to have a good personal financial foundation in place.